Good morning. I'm Barbara Voss, Unity in Lynnwood Prayer Chaplain. When we practice self-compassion meditations, it's a way to reduce stress and generate more positive emotions. We have a sense of self-worth and connection without comparison. 3 components of compassion are self-kindness versus self-judgment, common humanity versus isolation, and mindfulness versus over-identification with or running away from suffering. Today, get comfortable in your chair. If you choose, close your eyes, notice your breath within your body, and practice breathing mindfully. Imagine you're standing behind your body, holding and hugging yourself, sending love and acceptance for whatever sensations you're experiencing in your body. You may want to surround yourself with light of whatever color pleases you and feels loving. As you hold yourself, repeat in your mind any of these words of friendship to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May I know the natural joy of being alive. May I be filled with loving kindness. Continue to wish yourself well as you hold yourself in the energy of loving kindness, especially those areas where you may not feel it as strong. You can use your own words of kindness to yourself or the words we just heard. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be held in loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May I know the natural joy of being alive. May I be completely filled with loving kindness. we're still in this meditative state, I'd like you to listen to the words again, but instead of focusing on the words, notice how it feels to you. So what does it feel like? May I be held in loving kindness. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be happy. May I know the natural joy of being alive. May I be filled with loving kindness. As you return to this space, notice your breath. Reach up and lightly touch your eyes and open them, and notice your feet on the floor. As the sacred time of silence comes to a close, we're thankful for the flow of loving kindness. We welcome our church family into our celebration service, and we know that divine love greets and enfolds everyone. Thank you.
soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul.
Good morning. If you would like to close your eyes, please do. Let your body relax and take a breath. Let the chatter in your mind flow away. We are blessed to be surrounded by people who love and care about you. We know there is one source. I know this source offers an endless supply of continuous flow of good. This source of good is at the very core of all there is. Love, creativity, abundance, joy, and happiness. I am fully open to accept, embrace, and claim the good in the universe. I'll leave you with a quote by Ernest Holmes. I know that God is within me. I know that spirit within me is perfect. I enter into its peace and I am secure in its protection. The presence of love uplifts me and lights my life today. And so it is.
Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Good morning, Unity in Lynnwood. Let us say good morning and welcome our youth. We have a new youth blessing if you'd like to sing along. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your kindness. We see the light within you and cherish your presence. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your kindness. We see the light within you and cherish your presence. And so it is, and so it is in love.
Hi, good morning. My name is Noah. I am the Indie for the YOU community, and I will be reading a poem for you all this morning. To my adversaries, discounted, dismissed, disgusted originally. I'm straying too far from your stubborn rigidity. You are angry and frustrated that I don't conform, but your inability to understand is not my inability to perform. No, I will not put on this mask for you, or stay in a room I do not fit into. You laugh, but I am telling you, I'm being honest. Inside, I am also blue. A different shade, perhaps. But altogether, it's one and the same. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot suffer these bindings in shame. I will instead cross borders you can't yet comprehend. I'm reimagining the rules. They are twisting, and they will bend. I'm sorry if you are lost or unable to listen. But if you open your heart, I can ease up the friction. I can offer my experience to break through this impasse. But if your eyes are on lockdown, I can't share my moral compass. If God's intention is true, this is my journey. It's mine, not for you. So this was a poem written by a transgender teenager who goes by Luke, all caps. Come on, everybody!
I mean, just wow. Okay. That was incredible. Thank you. Good morning. Happy Youth Sunday. We jumped off with our poem reading, and I just want to say a couple of things. This is the last day for Super Bowl Sunday, so if you have cash donations or even a credit card donation, last chance is today, and then we will be heading off to the food bank. Lynnwood Food Bank needs all the support they can get, so super excited to do that this week to get them all of the donations. And then our youth, YOU, is having a weekend lock-in right here at Unity in Lynnwood with the region, and that's on February 21st through the 23rd. If you have a high schooler that you know that might like to come, get in touch with me. There's still time to register.
It's going to be really, really fun. The whole weekend has been planned by 2 YOUers. They have activities, spiritual lessons, meditations, and a lot of games. So, and we're also taking a little field trip to the trampoline park. So it's going to be fun. Get a hold of me. And then next I'm going to introduce you to Aiden Dona, who I know I've introduced you to before, but Aiden Dona is now officially UWM, Unity Worldwide Ministries, Next Generation Unity Ambassador, Director. So, and I just want to say, we are so lucky to have him here at Unity in Lynnwood with the Youth Department, and he's going to give a little announcement and talk about just what NGU is. Aiden.
Hi, my name is Aiden Donia. So I've made some of this announcement before, but I'm just going to give you guys the quick what's going on. So as of now, I'm creating a ministry under UWM, an expansion ministry for Next Generation of Unity, our young adults program, which ranges 18 to 40. So that's actively happening right now. I'm also our regional representative for anything in Next Generation of Unity, young adults. So I operate here at Unity Lynnwood and also Unity of Everett. I'm going to be doing a third Sunday meeting here after service, starting in the fellowship hall. And then on second and fourth Sunday, I have a NGU group at Unity of Everett that meets same time, 12:30. So yeah, it's a lot of amazing stuff going on, and I'm working really hard to get young adult groups going in every church in our region as well as nationally. So, but yeah, so I'm the director of that ministry. I have a minister that's in the age range, under 40, and we're working on building a leadership team. We have a board of trustees. We're doing everything. We're going to build an entire ministry for young adults and make just kind of the future of the Unity movement happen with us. So, thank you.
We thank you for your love. We thank you for your kindness. We see the light within you and cherish your presence. And so it is. And so it is in love. If you are able, please stand and greet your neighbor this morning. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and I quiet my mind, I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. sets me free. There is only love. If you'd like to sing along, our sing along today will be I Am Light. I am light, 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 I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I've made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
One of my favorite songs, Kelly. You are awesome.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Amen. Well, good morning again. Welcome to Unity in Lynnwood. I am Frances Johnson, your welcome host. We celebrate your presence here, and hello to our virtual family streaming online. Did we have snowy days last week? In Lynnwood and in your neighborhood and all around? Yes. It was a beautiful winter wonderland. Watching the snowflakes fall was magical. I love the serenity and the calmness as they float from the sky. I like how they form unique patterns, each one different and special. At Unity in Lynnwood, you are unique and have a divine presence. Our church is inclusive, empathetic, and warm. We welcome everyone into our community without regard to age, abilities, race, religious beliefs, culture background, gender, or sexual orientation. We welcome your gifts and talents. There is so much talent in our church. Organizers, gardeners, ministers, writers, authors, excellent cooks, knitters, teachers, prayer chaplains, singers, musicians, and the list goes on and on. Everyone here and online has a special gift to share. I want to wish all of you a very happy Valentine's Day. You are all kind, loving, and caring. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Khalil Gibran.
Days pass, years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing, our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when the lightning of your presence illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we are that the bush burns unconsumed, and we clay touched by God will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. How filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Days pass, years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing, our minds with knowing, and let there be moments when the lightning of your presence illumines the darkness in which we walk, and help us to see wherever we are that the bush burns unconsumed, and we clay are touched by God and will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. How filled with awe is this place, help us to see it. Help us to see it.
So beautiful. Woo! You helped us see it. Thank you. So beautiful coming through you. Woo, I'm teary-eyed. Are you? Yeah. When Spirit just expresses, it's just so beautiful. So thank you, Kelly. Well, good morning. Happy to be here with all of you. Happy to be here with all of you online. We're so blessed and grateful that we have so many ways of connecting with each other. And so we're grateful that our online members and audience can be with us today. So thus in the room, if you'll just bring your attention over to the far camera over there, and let's just say good morning. Say good morning. We are grateful for you. We welcome you to this day. Thank you for being here with us. Yeah. And thank you for being online. We've got a few people I want to recognize. There's Roberts from Bothell. There's Dale from Lake Stevens. Marjorie at home. Wherever you are. William from Issaquah. Tom from Edmonds. John from Uganda. One of our newest members, and Lori from Lynnwood. So welcome. Over 20 people watching, so we have a beautiful audience joining us. And then there's all of you that watch it later, so welcome to you as well, that it's not always in real time. So we have a mission statement that we talk about every Sunday, and we hope to be embodying this mission statement every Sunday and throughout the week, because it's about practical spirituality and welcoming community. So those two ideas we can take with us wherever we are. We can always practice our spirituality, and we can always have this welcoming presence within us, no matter what is picturing out there. Yes? Yes. So our value statement today is number 4, and I know you might have done it last week, but it fits so well this week, so I just thought we'd do it again. And it's about that we believe each person is an individualized expression of divinity itself, and we accept each person as such without condition, question, or exception. As a matter of principle, we love boldly. So doesn't that fit this week? Yes, this is the love week, right? This is the week that we are in love and expressing love to all of the ones that are in our world. We also have a beautiful invocation that we do each Sunday to remind us of where we come from. So let's do this together. Though imaged and named variously, there is a singular and eternal ground of being from which all life emanates, into which all life retreats. We choose to call this ground of being God. By extension, we come to understand that we are spiritual in nature, human in expression, and limitless in potential. We gather today to remember such truths, to celebrate our unity, and to honor all life. Yes, and so it is. So today we continue our journey of the Untethered Soul. Many of you got the book. It's still available in our bookstore. It's never too late, right, to catch up or to be part of the journey. We also have our Wednesday celebration. Did I bring up? Yeah, I did. Wednesday book study at 7 o'clock online. So this is a 5-week series, so it'll be throughout February. Today's our 3rd week. And we want to explore the untethered soul deeper into freeing ourselves. That's this week's talk. Freeing ourselves, living from the heart. And so this section invites us into this profound journey of liberation. And I don't know about you, but practicing spiritual principles is really useless unless I have that spiritual liberation. And I'm talking about the spiritual liberation from the mind or body concept, that I can be liberated from this mind chatter. Yeah. So, bless you. We have the next slide. Let's see if I can do it all by myself. Go down. Thank you, Cameron. I want to go up. He's like, go down. O-N, yes. Would you mind? Thank you. So we're going to dive into today's exploration, but briefly, let's reflect on about the last 2 weeks of the Untethered Soul. Part 1, we explored how to recognize and step back from this incessant chatter of the mind, discovering that we're the observer. We're not the thoughts, actually. We're actually the one who witnesses those thoughts. And part 2 guided us into the art of surrender, learning how to release the energy patterns that sort of weigh us down and prevent us from living fully. So together, these insights really set the foundation for a heart-opening journey. So slide 2 is, I'm not my thoughts or emotions. I am the awareness that lovingly observes them. I choose freedom by letting go and allowing life to flow. That's where I want to be. I want to be living in the flow and not be swimming upstream, right? That's living against life, that there's resistance for that. So also today I want to speak, and there's one more slide. So remembering you are the awareness observing your thoughts. Remember to sit at the seat of awareness rather than the seat of disturbance, right? The seat of disturbance is that place where I'm uncomfortable, I don't like what's happening, and so I'm complaining or I'm resisting life on life's terms. And then also remember to find freedom through letting go and to choose love. So we're going to talk more about that today. I also want to speak to something that's near and dear to our hearts, our shared values of diversity, of equity, of inclusion. And so these are not just ideals we talk about, but they're principles to strive and live by that are here in our community and beyond. So I want to acknowledge the world is shifting. Right? So, and as we look around this broader world of ours, we may see some movements away from some of the values that we hold in certain places. And while this can feel very disheartening, I'm inviting us to remember that there's no external condition or decision that can strip away the truth of what we know in our hearts, that every individual is inherently worthy of love. Every individual is valued. Every individual deserves love and dignity and opportunity. And that speaks to our beautiful youth who stood up here and read that beautiful poem about who they are. And some of us might be uncomfortable with this generation that's showing up in all their glory. But it's our work as unity people to claim this inclusivity, this diversity, this equity that is necessary for all of us to be on this planet, that no one is left out, that we all deserve to be at the table. So I invite you to stand for that, no matter what you might see outside of this world, out of this room, is that these values hold true wherever we are. So this book, Michael Singel's book, The Untethered Soul, challenges us to notice how much energy that we spend protecting our hearts from the discomfort of life. Sometimes we build walls, we close off because we don't like what we see. So we shut down or we stop engaging. And we might retreat into the minds of certain chatter to avoid the pain that we are witnessing. Yet the true freedom comes from not avoidance, but openness, reminding us to keep our hearts open. So the author writes, the heart is meant to be open. It's meant to flow with love. So we just want to remember that this week, especially as we move into Valentine's Day, which doesn't mean you have a romantic partner. It means you love the one you're with. Yes? Wherever that is. So how does this relate to our spiritual values here at Unity of Lynnwood? Well, one of our core values is love, and we love generously. We love being kind. We love being open-hearted, forgiving, and compassionate. These are all values we hold, and this aligns with Michael Singer's book and his invitation. He says, freedom is found not in controlling life, but in meeting it with love and compassion, no matter the circumstances. It's not always easy, is it? No. That is our work to do. And one of the practices that always helps me is letting go of this inner resistance to life. One of Michael Singer's key teachings is letting go of resistance to what is. When we cling to old hurts or pain or judgments, we can bind ourselves. And the practice of releasing allows us to meet life with a sense of renewed energy, a sense of openness. Let me share a little story about non-resistance. There was once a wise monk who lived by this peaceful river, and one day, while sitting in meditation by the riverbank, he noticed a scorpion struggling in the water, just about to drown. So without hesitation, the monk reached into the water and scooped up this precious little critter. But as he lifted it, the scorpion stung his hand, causing this intense pain. But despite the sting, he held on gently and placed the scorpion safely on dry land. And so there was a passerby who was witnessing this, and he said, "Why did you do that? You know scorpions always sting if you touch them." And the monk said, "Well, that is my true nature." The scorpion reacted according to its true nature. According to mine is loving kindness, is to help, to love, not to harm. So the lesson for us is that living from the heart means choosing love and compassion, even when we're faced with difficulty. So this freedom that we're speaking of the untethered soul, lies in being true to our higher nature, our true nature, which is the attributes of God, which are love and compassion and beauty and understanding and empathy. And personally, I know I have been challenged with life, and just recently my 93-year-old mother fell and broke her hip. And that's never fun, very challenging. And so I went to be with her, and I noticed that I was resisting what is. I didn't want her to suffer. And I also resisting this idea that she's aging and dying, and that she has dementia. So the mind is being destroyed. The body is being diminished. I can't control any of that. But the only thing I can bring is love. That no matter what, is I could do that. Yes? Yes. I can't change the circumstances. I can't give her a more clear mind. But I could bring the presence of love. And in that presence, there is a connection, no matter what's happening up here. Because the eyes reveal. And even though she may not be able to formulate the words, there's tears in her eyes. And it says, "I know you." And that's how God sees us. That no matter what's happening for us, even when we act outside of our own divinity, God knows who we are. And so we want to move from the head into the heart during challenging times in life. We want to let go of evaluating and judging and labeling and criticizing and move into the heart, into how can I show up in this world as the presence of love? Not to be righteous, but how can I show up? Yes, to hold my values, to hold who and what I am, but to be that loving presence, to hold the scorpion, to be willing. So embracing these principles of diversity, equity, and inclusivity, we're invited to free ourselves from biases, free ourselves from the conditioned way of thinking. Just as we practice releasing this inner resistance, we must also release societal constructs that separate us into us and them. Yes? Back together as one body. So it's essential to remember that diversity, equity, and inclusivity are values. They're not political. They are statements about our shared humanity. They call us to honor this inherent worth and dignity of every individual. And when we commit to this inclusivity and equity and diversity, we're engaging in the sacred practice of seeing and celebrating the divine in all people. And so we can't compartmentalize our values here and there, right? Our values are our values, and we live those values out in this world. We commit to practicing and seeing and celebrating the divine in all people and the truth beyond whatever's happening in our world. So this fourth value, we believe each person is an individualized expression of divinity itself, is one that you and I can accept each person, accept without condition, question, or exception, just as Noah was talking about in her poem. It's a matter of principle that we love boldly. And so this next slide is choosing love. The energy of love is transformative. When we consciously choose love through our words, through our actions and thoughts, we elevate the energy around us. When we get into our hearts and we come with love, then everything around us shifts. It's really hard to be around someone who is grounded in truth, who is expressing love, and hate them. So that's our work, is to be grounded in love, to embody these beautiful teachings, to practice freeing the heart. Let's just take a moment. I know many of you practice heart math, and you understand that we are vibratory, energetic beings. And the more that we get into our hearts, the more we practice love and appreciation and gratitude, that vibration gets bigger and bigger, and this electromagnetic field grows. And then everyone who comes into our space feels that vibration, feels that energy. And what we know is that all of us will enter into the highest vibration of whoever's holding that, yes? Yes. Jesus would do that. He would walk into a room and it would immediately swoop everyone into that divine energy of love. So let's take a minute just to do that. If you'll just put your hands on your heart. Take that beautiful breath and now move your attention out of the head down into your heart center. Breathe as though you could breathe through this beautiful heart of yours, slowly and rhythmically. And now vibrate at the energy of appreciation, gratitude, and love. Whatever's easy for you. Maybe it's a baby or a small animal or a sacred place you go. And feel that energetic vibration moving throughout your body and extending out to all of your neighbors. Feel the peace that brings to you and all those that enter into this space. So as you breathe, silently repeat, I am free, I am open, I am love. I am free, I am open, I am love. I am free, I am open, I am love. And now I want to invite a beautiful friend who has created the most amazing poem called What Love Can Do. Ann Bradford, I'll welcome you up to the stage. Thank you, Ann. So settle into your heart, continue that, and just receive this beauty.
Good morning. What love can do. Love is the salve that soothes. Love is the ointment and elixir that heals wounds. Love helps stretch the mind and heart to embrace diversity, see oneness, to deeply know there is a unity beyond appearances. It allows us to embrace inclusivity. It is the sacred breath that can transform wounds into gifts. She is the thread of perfection that creates a beautiful patchwork quilt that can comfort all. Love cracks the ice of rigidity and melts rough edges. Love allows tears, fears, and the valleys of life without judgment, continually offering aid, guidance, strength, and grace in the midst of all things. Love yearns for us to deeply know the love we carry within. Love nudges growth, even when it is necessary to be in a void or standstill that we might not understand. Love walks with us on our own unique path of expanding into more and more love. Love softens the barriers of old, worn-out groove patterns. Love beckons us to remember that she is the presence that knows home and knows we belong in the heart of her.
Thank you. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm sure we could get copies of that. I have my own. So our work as spiritual beings is to hold steadfast to what's true, regardless of the shifting tides, regardless of what's happening externally. Diversity reminds us that each is a unique expression of the divine, a reflection of God. And equity calls us to extend compassion and justice so that everyone has the same needs and that everyone can thrive. And inclusion invites us to create spaces where all feel welcomed and affirmed. So the winds of change will blow. Snow comes, it melts. Clouds come, they move. But we can stand firmly in our own truth and know that these values that we hold are permanently embedded in us. This Christ presence in us will take hold when we surrender to it. That we will be what tomorrow demands. That we will be the one to be a non-anxious presence when there's anxiety and chaos and confusion. So let's move into a time of meditation and hold these truths to allow them to become evident. So take a slow, deep breath and allow your mind to be filled with love right here and now. Feel your heart expanding with this love into kindness, into compassion, into understanding. Now bring attention into your heart with authenticity. Allow yourself to be exactly who you are as we allow others to be who they are. Allow yourself to be filled with courage and vulnerability, to be this authentic self. To know what is yours to do, to answer the clarion call of how shall I be in this world? What is mine to do? And hold your attention now in the heart with inclusivity. Leave no one out. Embracing diversity, seeing and honoring the divine in every one. That we all are souls wanting to be untethered, wanting to be seen and held and loved. And finally, connect to the spiritual growth that is ever present. This evolutionary impulse for your soul to grow cannot be stopped, diminished, or destroyed in any way. The essence of you is love. And this love lives on, whether it's in this body or transcending to the next. I am free. I live from my heart. I embody love. I am love. And so it is. And so we let it be. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Denise, for that inspiring talk, and thank you, Anne, for your beautiful poem. As we give freely and joyfully, we align the divine flow of abundance in the universe. We offer opportunities to practice giving and receiving that we might cooperate with the reciprocal nature of the spiritual universe. In other words, while your giving matters to us, we suggest your giving matter to you as well. Electronic giving options will appear on your screen. For those choosing to give a physical gift, the ushers will gratefully pass the baskets. If you would like information about UIL's programs of regular giving, planned giving, or legacy giving, please grab a Giver Circle brochure or write the Board of Trustees directly. For those already participating, we extend a special thanks. Please join me in our affirmation as it appears on screen. I give freely and fearlessly, fulfilling the law of giving and receiving.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, that we rest in God and say amen.
Well, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of our newcomers. If you're new, if you would just raise your hand so that we can greet you. Thank you. We love that you're here today. We would like to give you a copy of the undated version of the Daily Word, and it will be in the back at the Welcome and Information Station, and I will be there to talk with you. Or if you would like to, and it's filled with positive, uplifting messages. It's a great way to start your morning. You can also visit the Soul Things Books and Gift Store and get a copy of the Daily Word. You are invited again to the Welcome and Information Station, and there are different publications and community outreach, so just come back and I look forward to seeing you. Also, we have informational cards, and I think we have some newer ones that are purple. And then we have stay in touch cards, so you get an email every other week, I believe. And then there's credit card giving and a note card, prayer request, and newcomers information. So you'll have a lot of things to look at. All right, and you are invited to the Friendship Hall after church. It is phenomenal in there. All I can say is you're going to have a great time. Lots of fun. Okay, time for invitations. Tuesdays, February 11th, 18th, and 25th, virtual class, The Game of Life and How to Play It with Reverend Pam Gutierrez. Learn practical and actionable strategies for applying spiritual principles to real-world situations based on Florence Scovel Shinn's The Game of Life and How to Play It. Learn to manifest your goals through affirmations and visualizations, overcome challenges with forgiveness and non-resistance, and tap into your intuition for a life filled with purpose. Prosperity and positive relationships. Class cost $55. Saturday, February 15th, 12 p.m., breath work with Marianne Shoemaker. Breathwork helps us access and release repressed emotions and destructive memories, creating cellular cleansing and bringing awareness to outdated patterns and beliefs. This practice opens us to our true nature, unique gifts, and a deeper connection with ourselves. promoting physical and mental relaxation and clarity. Sunday, February 16th, 2:30 p.m., Town Hall. Please join UIL's Board of Trustees for a time of prayer, sharing, questions, and information. If attending virtually, please register to receive a link. I invite Cindy to the platform.
Hello, I'm Cindy Gallagher, and I'm heading up the Ministerial Search Committee. And we've been very pleased that we've gotten quite a few applications filled out for people that are interested in participating. In keeping with the diversity theme today, I would like to say that all except for the one YOU student, all applications have been from seniors. So we're missing diversity in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. So we would really like to encourage some of you in those age groups to really please consider joining in this search, because we need a diverse group of people to choose our next minister. So today, after the service, I'll be back at the Welcome and Information Desk. Please come back there and talk with me if you are at all interested and would like to consider volunteering for this. Today's kind of our last day that we're hoping to get that applications, and we're trying to make a decision and start with our training. So thank you.
Yes, thank you, Cindy. Beautiful. Yeah, we have a great group of people already, but more are welcomed. So we love to end our Sundays with more truth statements, and we have a statement of faith that we love to end with, which is the one presence and one power. So let's say this together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the infinite, living, loving presence of God. And this presence means that God is the ultimate reality and source of all good. It expresses the belief that God is not only omnipresent, everywhere present, but omniscient, all-knowing. We also have prayer chaplains here every Sunday to pray with you. They have a distinguished purple stole on, and if the chaplain's on duty, if you'll stand, please. There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pelakini and Barbara, and they usually come up front here so you could find them and find a quiet place to pray. Whether you're having a challenge or you just want to celebrate life, they're here to join with you in prayer. So let's finish with our benediction song. Yeah.
May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on.
Thank you, Kelly. Join the youth and all of us in the back for hospitality in our fellowship hall. God bless you. Thank you for being here today.